The Nick Chubb to Cowboys idea is one of those conversations that gets more interesting the more you strip the emotion out of it and look at the football. Because if you approach this like Dallas would be signing old All-Pro Nick Chubb to be the centerpiece of the offense, then no, that does not make much sense. But if you approach it the right way, as a veteran addition with a defined role, then this suddenly becomes a very smart conversation. Chubb spent 2025 with Houston after signing a one-year deal there in June 2025, and the production was modest but still functional. 122 carries, 506 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4.1 yards per attempt. For a player coming back from major injuries and no longer being asked to be the entire engine, that tells you there is still something there. Now look at Dallas. The Cowboys' own offensive depth chart update for 2026 says Javonte Williams is the definitive RB1 and that the RB2 battle is wide open with younger players trying to claim it. That is exactly why Chubb makes sense as a discussion. He would not have to come in and be the star of the room. He would not have to be the volume guy. He would not even have to be the main explosive element. He would simply have to give Dallas something very specific, a dependable veteran option who can stabilize the depth chart, bring physical credibility, and help in situational football. That is the key. This is about role clarity, not name recognition. And honestly, that kind of move can help a team more than people think. A player like Chubb can help preserve your starter over the course of a season. He can help you in short yardage. He can help you in the red zone. He can help you close out games when the offense needs to stop being cute and just get downhill. And if the younger backs are still developing, then bringing in a veteran with real resume value can keep you from putting too much on unproven players too early. Dallas is trying to be a more complete team in 2026, and complete teams usually do not go into a season saying, well, if our starter is fine and every young back develops right away, then we're okay. Complete teams plan for stress. Complete teams plan for attrition. Complete teams plan for December. That is where Nick Chubb fits. This is not a splash move. This is an infrastructure move, a floor-raising move, and sometimes those are the most useful ones. Because if Chubb gives you 8 to 12 good carries in the right game, that matters. If he gives you a red zone presence defenses still respect, that matters. If he gives you a veteran tone in the running backs room, that matters. And if he gives Schottenheimer one more trusted option on Sundays, that matters too. Brian Schottenheimer is the head coach, and if he wants this offense to play with more control and fewer weak spots, it makes sense to at least evaluate one more veteran back who still has real tread for a specialized role. Of course, Dallas would need to be careful. Nick Chubb is 30. He has a lot of mileage and a serious injury history. So this cannot be a move based on reputation alone. It has to be based on what the Cowboys believe he can still do right now. But that is exactly why I like it as a fit discussion. If the price is reasonable, the expectations are realistic, and the role is clearly defined, then there is not much downside to exploring it. You are not asking him to save the offense, you are asking him to make the offense deeper. And there is a real difference. So, where do I land? I think Nick Chubb is the kind of low-risk veteran conversation Dallas should absolutely have. Not because the Cowboys need a savior at running back, because good teams keep looking for ways to make the roster sturdier. Chubb could help the run game stay physical, help the offense stay balanced, and help the younger backs by not forcing them into too much too soon. Cowboys Nation, would you bring in Nick Chubb as a veteran complement to Javonte Williams in this young backfield? Or do you think Dallas should leave that room alone and trust the current group? Let me know in the comments. Like the video and subscribe.